Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome into For the Low. My name is Spencer. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the belts on your Yamaha cassette deck. Specifically, I'm working with the KX-250. But if you were wondering how do I know if I need to replace the belts, the best way to check is just to take the top off and look at them themselves. A lot of times it's pretty obvious, but if your cassette deck isn't playing at all or isn't fast forward or rewinding, you probably need to replace the belts. But let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so to start, you'll need to remove all the screws holding on the top panel. There's one on the back and two on each side. I already removed mine. And once you get those off, you can pinch the sides outwards, turn it upwards, and lift it out. And then once you have that off, you'll want to work to remove the front panel. So the way that we do that is by first unplugging everything. So it looks like we may not be removing the entire front panel, and we're going to try to just get the deck out by itself. So we're going to start by removing the 4 screws that are we're going to remove these 2 right here and then the 2 over here. And then it looks like we'll also want to remove these 2 right here. And then now we got the deck out. So we can start by getting to this big belt. And the way you do that is by first removing this front panel. So we'll start right here. Just pinch that outward, and then that one will come off. And then we will remove this 1 screw. So you'll first want to get this off with a flat head. And then after that you can undo this clip and then that will come off. So you will need to remove this from this panel, and the way you do that is you just line up this little shape with this and then it'll let you pull it out. And then once you have that off, you can then take this piece off. And you can see right here, some of the belt got right there, so we'll need to clean that up before we put this back on. And it's even got some right here. You want to make sure you clean all this up before you put it back together. So now that all of that is taken apart, we can get the motor off. And the way we do that is by getting the, looks like there's 3 screws we'll need to get, and it's going to be these 3 right here. So we'll get a small screwdriver bit. Looks like it's not going to be long enough, so we're going to have to do this a little differently. I'm going to take that off and use it like this, and it should work. Alright, so it actually appears that there's only 2 screws in there. But once you have that off, the motor will come loose and you'll be able to remove this belt. So we'll go ahead and put the big belt on now, and then we'll clean up the rest of it and then put the counter belt on. And when attaching the belt, you'll need to hook the belt around these two catches so that we can drop it onto the motor. So just put it around those like that. And then you'll put the motor back right there. And then we'll attach the two screws again. Once you have your screws on, you can get the belt onto the motor. All you have to do is scoot it up to it. You'll want to be careful. As you can see, I already missed one side. So now the belt is reattached. And just spin it a couple times to get it in place. And then now that that's on there, we'll go ahead and clean this up. And we're going to use a very small flathead to get in there. So that's what the old belt looks like now that it's gotten messed up. You're going to want to get it as clean as you can. So you can try some Q-tips, but that may not work, but we'll try it out. Alright, so I've got some Q-tips and a rubbing alcohol. Get in there as best as we can. Alright, so just get it as clean as you can and then attach the counter belt onto it. Just make sure that it's on the inside of that. You don't want it on the outside. And you're just going to let it hang there for now. And then we'll put this plate back on. That's on, you can put this screw back in. And then the next thing you'll do is you'll put this back through there. And then you'll put this piece back through there. And you'll just connect the two. And then once you've got that part on, we will go ahead and put the door back on. We'll first just get this all lined up. We'll hit the eject button and then pull that piece out. And then we will slide that into there. Alright, so I had a little bit of difficulty getting this on. You definitely need to make sure that this clip is clipped right here. Then you put this on tight, because otherwise the door won't be able to shut. So make sure you do that, and then everything will be working the way it's supposed to. And then now we can go ahead and put this on. So once you have it in place, you can come over here and put the counter belt on properly. And then now the counter belt is on there, the deck is in place. You can go ahead and put the screws back in that we took out. And then now we just connect all the wires again. And then put the top on and we can test it out. So as you can see, we got the counter working again. The tape is spinning fine. And everything's working on it, as far as the belts are concerned anyways, but that's pretty much all there is for the belt repair on this. Alright, so that's all you gotta do to replace the belts on your Yamaha cassette deck. It wasn't too difficult, but if you have a hard time getting it done, you can have us take care of it for you. You can send it in to us, or you can give us a call or check out our online store and buy something similar to this one. Thanks for watching.